I recently shared with you my stationery wish list, and on that stationery wish list I had a fountain pen, the oh so popular Kaweco Sport in the Bordeaux colour. Since it was so popular, I was really surprised to see that most of my comments on that video were to say not to get the Kaweco and instead get a twisbi. So this video is going to be comparing the Kaweco and the twisbi. We're specifically going for the Kaweco Sport in the Bordeaux colour and a twisbi Eco. First and foremost, we have to get the price out of the way with. So the Kaweco actually goes for around £24. However, when you start adding the clip, the ink converter, it averages around £35, which is comparable to the twisbi, which retails at around £35. Roughly, the prices are very similar. Ease of use. So they are both fountain pens. You just take the cap off and start writing. But how easy is it to change the ink? So I've seen with twisbi, they're very, very simple. Normal fountain pen, but obviously with the Kaweco you need your ink converter, so if you didn't buy that in the first place you would need to buy it to use this, and I think it's actually a specific ink converter. You can't just use any regular ink converter because it is a mini. So for me, ease of use, the twisbi gets the point. Inks, they both take fountain pen inks, but again, just swapping them out is just a bit of a faff, I guess, with the Kaweco. But neutral, they both get the same points for that one. How do they write? So I obviously don't have these pens, so I'm going by commenters. So many people said that the Kaweco is actually very scratchy when it writes, and I absolutely hate scratchy pens. I've heard that the twisbi is very smooth and soft, but the nib, if you go for a fine nib or an extra fine nib, they actually are a bit larger than what they say on the box. But overall, because I hate scratchiness, the twisbi is getting the point. Size of the pen. So a Kaweco is actually much shorter, whereas a twisbi is a longer pen. A lot of people in my comments said they actually really dislike the twisbi Sport because of the length. They don't like how it holds and how it is specifically for the length. Therefore, I think with this one, the twisbi is going to get the point purely because the shortness might just grind on many people's gears, and I think over time it probably might grind on mine. It will take less ink, it's a bit more faff, and I think it makes it a bit more fatter as well. We then have durability. I've done a lot of research on this one, and I think it really just depends on the person. So I tend to take care of some of my things. I don't know what gets the point here. I'm going to give them both the point because I guess it just depends on how well you take care of your things. Lastly, we have aesthetics. So I only like the Bordeaux colour in the Kaweco. That's the only colour that I really like, especially with the gold octagonal pen holder. However, with the twisbi Eco, it's like this very